because soil quality means that you have a good capacity for the crops to have a good rooting system. I think in conventional vegetable systems where they use just mineral fertilization and fast release organic fertilization, that like the slurry and the chicken manure, you will go down with your organic matter content. So it's important to use also the farmyard manure and compost to have an equilibrated fertilization practice. So fertilization is an important point in loss or gain of organic matter. So sometimes in vegetable cropping system you miss the cereals in your rotation. They also bring in the carbon by the straw and the stubble, a lot of carbon, and by the rooting system. So it can be replaced by this import of lignified or brown material in the composting process. So compost indeed is a mean to increase organic matter on the short term. We found it also like that, and we had a significant increase. We had a compost trial where we put 2 doses of compost, 3 years long. It was 15 and 45 tons per hectare, and we saw that the lower dose was more efficient in carbon sequestration than the highest dose. It's better to apply a smaller amount frequently than much larger amounts. When you have on average 10 tons a hectare, I think it's a good basis. You have to keep the system running, so by applying small doses frequently in a sandy soil.
And we're talking both compost and fertilizer.
Yeah, yes. Both, yeah. In the vegetable production you have some residues from the harvest, or you have crop residues, but also with composting you should add some brown materials like straw or wood chips or bark. You have to add this carbon for a good composting process, because the vegetable residues are nitrogen rich. You have to combine it with carbon rich structural material. So in that way you import lignified organic matter in your system, and that's on this type of material you are building humus. When you make compost, you're steering the process in a way that you want the organic matter conversion would occur in the soil. Mature compost, it's like organic matter-rich soil. In fact, you can sow in it or you can plant in it. Then you have a good compost, then it's mature. It's high-quality soil, a good compost. You're also inoculating the right biology in your soil with the compost, and besides of the stable organic matter and the nutrients. It switched from a bacterial dominant process to a fungal dominant process. So you can get a good compost that, 2 months you can have a mature compost. Sandy soil is less buffering nutrients and organic matter, so the risk of losing nutrients and organic matter is higher. So frequent application of fertilizers is important for the nutrient utilization, but also for organic matter build-up. You have a freedom with compost for time of application, because there is no risk when you apply it in autumn, risk of leaching of nutrients a little bit more in a sandy soil. It's not like other fertilization, but when you combine it with sowing a green manure crop, you're quite sure you will keep also your nutrients you apply it with your compost. You have a small doses of compost, Mm.
And let's say 15 tons a hectare in autumn, and then a green manure crop. It's a good strategy. So the combination of a good rotation with cover crops inside, and the application of compost, and adopting to a more reduced tillage practice, that can make your soil fertility.